everyone, Adam here, time for a quick movie review, and today I'm reviewing the 2019 movie Doom Annihilation. And is there anything that excites moviegoers more than a movie based on a video game? Of course, this is based on the very popular video game, yes, which I have played and enjoy. And of course, there was a previous movie which this really has no connection to at all, which is fair enough. And this tells a story of a bunch of Marines who wake up from cryosleep and arrive at Phobos Base, also known as the Doom Moon, where at the base have been doing experiments on teleportation using a device known as the Gates. After something has gone wrong with the teleportation and after the Marines have arrived, the Marines are unable to enter the base at first. Finding a way in, they realise things are worse than they thought. It seems most of the staff has been turned to zombie-like creatures, with the Marines having to, save themselves. Also discovered that the reserve power has been drained. It gives them 90 minutes before the fusion reactor explodes. So what we have is kind of a low-budget aliens, I guess is the best way to describe it. We're also taking some elements from the video game, which if you've played the games before, you'll notice the Easter eggs. And making a movie based on a video game is always a very tricky thing, because you've got to acknowledge the video games, you can't adapt it exactly, and let's face it, the Doom games weren't really very plot heavy. That's not what they were about. But the other thing when you do a video game movie, you've got to make it accessible to people who may have never played the game before. So I think that's where most movies based on video games fail. As for this, not the worst. Movie based on a video game might be better than the original Doom, which was pretty bad. But you got to remember this went straight to disc, so don't go in expecting a cinematic masterpiece. But I'm sure you wouldn't, considering it's a movie version of Doom. And the special effects are passable for what is obviously a low-budget movie. Some okay action scenes, characterizations, there's not really that much to them. There's like the main girl, the Australian guy, the American guy, the scientist. I actually can't remember any of the characters' names, which I don't think it really matters, to be honest. It's essentially a junk food movie. You know it's not great, but it's watchable, is probably the best way to describe it. But you'd have to put your expectations down a lot. No, I mean a lot. Yeah, so I'll give this out of 10. I'll give it a 5. Passable entertainment. You probably wouldn't watch it more than once. So yeah, 5 out of 10. As always, just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.